Hi everyone, welcome to Kabbalah on Money. Raquel El Khadif here.
Michael Khadif here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Today we are going to talk about business intuition and divine inspiration. Not the same. Okay? So let's talk about often confused, right? What is intuition? It's the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. We shall allow our intuition to guide us, right? And some people are naturally more intuitive, we're born more intuitive than others, right? But everyone can develop it. Now, different people have different aspects of intuition, okay? I'm really over stereotyping now just to give us a taste of it. It's something that we'll have to delve much deeper in. But it's nice to understand the strength and the weaknesses, by the way, of our intuition. Okay? For example, if we're talking about the water signs, Cancerians, Scorpios, Pisces, it's usually the feeling. It goes the intuition, it goes, I feel something, I sense something. And it's the empath. But sometimes on the flip side, the intuition is murky, or maybe they feel so much about themselves and not others. Or, sometimes they're just wrong, or they felt something, but a minute, second later, the person that they felt something about already changed their thought process or whatever, and the feeling is not accurate, right? And of course, when the water signs are overwhelmed, then it's over emotions. So now the intuition is really murky, even for the most accurate of those. Aquarius, for example, Aquarians download movies. They literally see a movie. It's beautiful, okay? But again, sometimes we see the movie and we step on everyone on our way because we saw the movie and that's the only way and the only possible movie. And you know what? Even if we're correct, maybe the movie is not for today. Maybe it's for next week. And in the meantime, regardless of for when this movie is potentially correct, we should inject compassion, patience, and connection to the light, right?
Yep.
Capricorns are actually the most, no bias, of course, but we are the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. But again, what blocks us? The logic, right? We're very calculated as well. And the fears. So sometimes we get the message and we dismiss it. So almost what's the point? Obviously, there is a point and we'll get to there. Dreams. If we practice it, some of us don't have to practice, some of us do, we can get so much with dreams and the intuitions. It's a completely different topic. So there's so many ways how to use it, and by the way, how not to use it. But that will keep that out of the scope of our conversation. What I wanted you to talk about, if possible, we spoke last week about the thought of creation, machshevet habri'ah.
Yeah.
Because we can derive our intuition in the manner that works for us, it doesn't mean that it comes from the light. If our consciousness is on a lower level, what we're going to derive is not going to be necessarily good for us. It will be right because we are sensitive to information around us, but will it bring us to the best possible movie of our lives right now? Probably the short answer is no. So we do want to connect to divine inspiration and not just to intuition, because we want our intuition to be derived from the light. And before I send it over to you about where do we get our guidance from, basically. It typically applies when we try something new. Okay, let's say I have a new deal. I've never had a deal of this magnitude. So now I'm like more in tune with the light because I know that I don't know what to do. But we need to remember that every second is new, because we never want to live in the past and all the past traumas and this happened to me when I tried that. No, that was your past. Today is new. So everything is new, and my thought process should be that every second counts. Every second should be connected to the light. Every second should be the thoughts of the light. And we went to a new center last week, and we had the pleasure of hearing our friend and colleague David Guillaume speak. And he spoke also about business topics, and he gave an example which I have never heard before about Madonna. And Madonna, I mean, you can love her songs, you cannot love, maybe, I don't know, I love her songs, I'm biased, but if you look at her career path, for decades she kind of dominates the industry, and she has been overwhelmed, and like everyone else, right? And in an interview that she gave, the person knew that she studied Kabbalah, and he asked her, what do you do, how does Kabbalah help you when you're overwhelmed? And her answer was, when I'm overwhelmed, I just ask myself, what would God do right now? And that's so beautiful. That's really what we need to ask. What would the light do right now? Okay?
Simple and powerful.
Simple, powerful, and this is the type of intuition that we want to tap into. So, without further ado,
I want to touch first the. You talked about feelings.
Yes.
And we know, we touched it last time, that feelings, they come in from our body. The Ari, Rabbi Yitzchak Luria from the 16th century, he explained about feelings, that usually feelings, we all moved by feelings, yes. Most of the signs, if we water sign or air sign, whatever, it's still we move by feelings.
100%, yeah.
And he explained that, feelings not necessarily connecting us with the light of the Creator, because feelings come from the body. If it's depend on feelings, I think that most human beings, when they wake up in the morning and they make a decision, they want to go to work today. I want to sleep, I want to go to the beach, I want to massage, right? Like, I don't think most of the people in the world, they wake up excited to their job, yes. Right? Day-to-day job. So, but we know I must pay my bills, whatever, so we're doing it. There's a lot of things in life we don't feel to do, but we have to do, we must do, and we are doing. So it means we also going against our feelings, but there are things that are good for us, and then we're using the feelings against us. It means something spiritual, something for change, something connections, meditations, yes. What we give you now, even the 7 names of God, to focus my energy. I don't have time for it. I don't feel to do it. Like, oh, now I'm using feelings, but when I need to go to work or pay my bills, I'm not using feelings. I don't want to do it. I'm whining, I'm blaming, I'm judging, but still I need to do it because I know if not, the law says, whatever will happen. So, but there is says, we need to make sure, like, first of all, to target my thoughts, to target what do you want? What do you want? So if there is something I want, I need to make sure that the feelings not going to create a barrier for me to connect, because to make a connection with higher level of energy, it's not about, nobody asks me if I feel or don't feel. I need to connect, because connection is not about feelings, but this is what the word says, connecting, not feeling, connecting. It means I can make a connection. It doesn't mean I will feel something right now, but always we need to remember something happens. How many things happens around us that we don't see more than what we see.
Right, of course.
We said in Kabbalah 1, right?
Yes.
So the thing is, first of all, we want to have that understanding. Doesn't matter what sign I'm, born in that month. I want to start to pay attention to my feelings.
Okay.
And to see how my feelings actually, many times, they blocking me to make my connections to be successful person, right? And something beautiful that the Zohar says, the Kabbalists explain that we should enter the light in everything we have, and we should create new energies all the time. One of the things that we pray in the morning, we saying that we should sing a new song every day, right? So what does it mean, new song every day? We need to kind of find something that excites me, and I will be happy about it the whole day, because I want to activate my work, whatever work we do, because I know my job, I know my day, right? But I want to bring new wind into my day. So find one thing that you're excited about, and then all your day think about it, and then you can bring whatever you do, you can bring that energy, right? So they're saying, many times when we have new beginnings, we have that excitement, that positive fire, right? When we start new beginnings. But then slowly, we like get used to it. So the fire start to go down. Maybe it's a marriage, maybe a person open a new business, right? Then you have the clients, and then okay, the business is run by itself. So I can do whatever, I can skip days, I can go to vacation, but then it work. But then slowly, so it means his passion, like it was in the beginning,
Has diminished.
Slowly, but it's diminished in a way we don't really pay attention.
Right. It's very subtle. Yeah.
Very subtle, because if you pay attention to no, I wake up, no, it's like it can be years even, but slowly diminish, right? So the Kabbalah is saying, that the Zohar explain that we can keep that unique power of any beginning. Okay, we can keep that energy. How? By us bringing the light of the Creator into the situation every day. Okay, it means every day there is a new day, new blessings. The light reveal every day. We eat in every day. We drink in every day. I need to put my intention in the beginning state every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So because we know when we plant in a seed, then we're going to see like fruits. Usually, most of them we don't like the fruits, but if I plant in that seed every day, so I'm going to see. I know which seed I'm planting, right? So the Kabbalists explain that all of our journeys that we live in our life, the main goal of our journeys is to achieve happiness and perfect fulfillment. Okay? Because if not, why are we doing what we're doing? Right. Doesn't matter which business we have. Okay, I want money. You know how many people in the world have a lot of money and they sad?
Yes, of course.
So they have money. Okay, we said, no, give me the money. I show you what I'm doing with it. Yeah, but money, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of responsibility. It's the light of the Creator. So if I don't know how to manage my life in all of the areas, not just money, if I'm focusing, the Rav used to say, when we want something, imagine there is a beautiful picture. You go into a museum and you see just one dot. He says you're missing the whole picture.
Yeah.
And our life, it's like a big puzzle with a lot of details. And if I'm thinking just about one specific thing, I'm losing the rest of the picture. So I can lose more than I can gain. So maybe I can have the money that I want, but then what about my family, my kids, my friends, my colleagues, my employees? Maybe I will say things that will hurt them. Then what? Right? It doesn't worth it. So it means when I'm bringing the light, I will pay attention. Yes, money, it's a manifestation, but I'm building the foundation to receive the money in a much powerful way and blessed way that it will stay and I can grow with it. Okay? So the Zohar telling us something, and he says, how we can keep that energy. I will read one verse and then we explain, and hopefully we can remember it and we can put it in our, the Kabbalah is saying that everything that we study, of course, it's hard to manifest everything because there are so many points, right? And just if you listen to Michael Berg on Shabbat after Shabbat, to remember to do everything he says, it's like you think about it, it's overwhelming. You said, I cannot work, I just need to think and study and write. But no, the point is like to choose one thing and to work on it. And when I have it, it becomes second nature. And then go to the next level. We want to have those things as a second nature, not to overwhelm ourselves. So the Zohar says in Genesis, he says, פתח רבי שמעון ואמר, גם בדרך שהשכל הולך, ליבו חסר וגומר. כד ברנש באל להתקנה ערכי קמא קודשא בריחו, עד לה יפוק לערכה. באל המלאכה בה, ולצלק קמא על ערכי כמדת עננן, דכתיב צדק לפניו יהלך, וישם לדרך פעמיו, דעה שכינתה עלי התפרשה מיניה. I'm reading from one of the books of Michael Berg, The Secrets of the Zohar. Really recommend, if you don't have this book, to have this book with you. It's very powerful, unique. You have give specific subject in our life that we can just open and connect. It's like a meditation and practical book. So he says, when the person walk by himself, he's on the way. So he doesn't mention just at nighttime, like anytime, And to walk in the way doesn't mean we said, I live in Miami, in Florida, I'm driving most of the time, right? No. To walk on the way, it means like where my thoughts are walking. Because our thoughts wandering all the time, and we are walking in different ways. We're not talking about the physical, just it's physical also, but also my mind is wandering most of the time, right? So he says when the person want to fix his ways in front of the Creator, it means if my ways, if my thoughts wander into different places, but not connecting I'm not connecting with the light of the Creator, How can I fix my ways? He says, צריך להתייעץ בו ולהתפעל לפניו שיצליח דרכו. I need to pray and to ask from the Creator that will help me to be successful to fix my ways. כמו שלמדנו שכתוב צדק לפניו ילך וישם לדרך פעמיו, it says that the person should put in front of him that he want to have justice. What do you mean justice? Justice means he want to create a balance ways in his life. I'm not choosing the right, I'm not choosing the left. I'm choosing the balance with the central column. This is Yaakov. So how I'm doing it? It means when I'm walking on the way, physically and spiritually, I want to make sure to pay attention. I'm not choosing either or. I'm not choosing the right or the left, because if I'm too much to the right, it's not good. Too much to the left, not good. I want to make sure I'm balancing the right and the left. Then I can feel this energy. Now I can make more choices. I can really be happy. And even we're talking about business, I can pay attention to what in front of me, and maybe I can say, you know what, not today. It's fine.
Fair enough. That's
Maybe-
also an answer.
Yeah, maybe it's not today. Why to rush the process?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay? So he's saying, כמו שלמד כתוב אצל לפניו ילך וישם לדרך פעמיו, כי יתפלל שהשכינה נקראת צדק. You know, there is an energy in the cosmos that's called Shechina. Shechina is the female aspect of the Creator, that she protecting us in this world and supervise us. Unfortunately, we don't really remember that, you know, that energy exists. We don't pray enough to that energy to help us and to support us. Okay?
Sure.
שלא תפרוש ממנו, ואחרי זה יבשם דרך פעמיו. So we need to ask from the Shekhinah, from the supervision of the female aspect of the Creator, to help us, not to leave us, and to guide us while we're walking on all of the ways, like, you know, especially it's spiritual, because even when walking physically in the world, where is my mind? I don't know where is my mind. You know, many times we drive in, we don't remember how we get to the place. We just get there. Because I was busy with Publix, with this, with different places, that whatever tasks I need to do, suddenly I get there. Oh wow, that was fast. We don't even remember what was on the way, right? So we want to make sure that we keep on our mind, you know, we're talking about intuition, right? I want to make sure that it's not related with my feelings, because how many times we felt something we did and then
Right.
then
Yeah.
the answer was like it was a bad decision, right?
Big time.
But
Right?
I felt it's the right thing to do. We even fighting and arguing with people that this is what I feel, and
Yeah, 100%.
but I need to take a step back and say, you know what? I don't know. I feel it. That's the best deal. Let me take a step back to do restriction. Now I'm praying to the Shekhinah. Please guide me and help me, because I don't know the answer. I don't want to rush the process, and then I'm going to cry about it.
Yes.
I rather, you know what? If it's mine, it will wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, don't wait too long. But if it's mine, it will wait for me another day or two. If it's not mine, anyway, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
So why me rushing the process? And I'm sure it's the best deal. No, take a step back, take a deep breath, relax, beg, ask to balance yourself right now. Ask the guidance from the Shekhinah, and wait for the answer.
Yeah.
And now when we write, now you come from a happy place. Now you bring in the light into the situation, and you want to make sure to keep that flame. We said before, the good and positive fire. That any beginning, I want to behave with that positive energy, with excitement. So any deal, any situation, I need to feel this is my first deal. This is my first sell.
First sale ever.
First
Yeah.
sell. So how we behave in the first sell of something?
Oh my
We
God.
check in, we're helping
Yeah.
the customer, make sure he's happy, everything is okay, the paperwork, right? We're like, so we need to make sure that any sell, whatever we selling, it's as the first sell.
I agree.
Okay, so that's
100%.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I really, as I was listening to Michael, I really urge you to go back to the list and listen to the episode we've done way back when about I only want what's mine, right? Because that kind of was related to that. Can we put the 272 names on the screen, please?
Of course. Not this one.
That
This
one.
one,
Beautiful, beautiful. So now I wanted to share two tools two Kabbalistic tools that I like to use in order to align my intuitions and feelings and thoughts and, of course, actions with the light. So I'll start with the blue one, Yud Reish Shtaf. The explanation speaks about tithing, and we will talk about tithing because it is an important part of business success. But we're not necessarily going to talk. We're not going to talk about it today. Today we're going to focus on the aspect of the light that I want the light to be my silent partner. I want this comfort blanket that I'm surrounded by endless blessings and protection, a partnership made in heaven, when I am actually the very junior partner and not the senior partner. It takes a lot of pressure off my shoulders, my heart, my mind, right? And one thing, and again, I'm going to throw it out there, but we'll have to dedicate different episodes for that, where I try to do this particular meditation daily in the beginning of my day. It's like a 15-minute, I own my own business. So for me, I'm the decision maker, so to speak. But I don't want to be the decision maker. I want the light to guide me. So it typically takes 15 minutes with the light in this particular area on my business. And it kind of, by the way, the Kabbalist says, recommend doing it for 1 hour. It wouldn't do it, but let's start with baby steps. So 15 minutes, I typically divide it into 3 parts. The first 5 minutes would be appreciation. Thank you for everything, from being alive, from breathing, for having my beautiful family, from having this, that, and the other, and so on. But time yourself. Make sure you thank for 5 minutes. Oh, thank you for everything I have. That was less than 20 seconds, right? So take the 5 minutes. The second part would be things that you kind of, it's some sort of a repentance. I'm sorry I didn't do this. I'm sorry I didn't trust you about that. I'm sorry I snapped at that. I'm sorry I closed my heart to that. Whatever this, like, do your repentance, 5 minutes, load, knowing that probably you will get similar situations. Wait, can they see the names? I want them to see the names, not us. Okay. Get similar situations. Yeah, keep it like that. I want them, there'll be similar tests to repeat, because it's nice that you repented, but you want to not to repeat it again, right? So there's probably going to be a test seeing if we're going to repeat it or not. And the last 5 minutes, all the questions that I have this client. How would you like me to handle him? I have these bills to pay. Would you like me to prioritize? Should I hire this vendor? Should I do this piece of marketing? Should I do this? Should I do all the questions that you have to the light? It's almost like I'm putting them on a basket, sending them up, and send it to the light to kind of give me the answers. Just by asking the right questions, I already created the vessel to receive the answers from the light, and then I don't have to second guess myself or doubt myself. Whatever happens, even if I made a mistake, the light will correct. A lot of pressure off our shoulders. The one in the green, hey Yud Yud. It's fun, you can pronounce it high, but we're not talking about the drugs to get you high. That's not the scope of this conversation. On the contrary, we want to do it by connecting to the light, by using the power of the alphabet letters, hey Yud Yud. And that's like really the power of prophecy. Elevated consciousness, awareness is heightened, and it's really, we have like parallel universes. My reality right now is determined based on what I've done to date. But what I'm doing as of now will determine the movie, so to speak, the reality the universe that I will be in going forward. And again, I want to reconnect my thoughts, my vision, my intuition, and of course my actions with the light in order to create the best possible movie for myself and the world going forward. Anything else?
Let them just put them. Okay.
Put us back. We're back. Okay.
No, I think it's good and very powerful. Powerful tools.
Yalla, let's practice them.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, just to mention that you can always send us feedback. You can send us questions. you can put it in the comment.
Yes.
Topics that you would like to hear from us, that we can prepare.
Or if they want private sessions, as we discussed
private
last
session,
time, on
yeah.
breathing, intuition, counseling, all of that, we're available for that.
Of course. So have a blessed day, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great one. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.